Okay. Hello everyone! It's Tauberpals. I'm playing Pokemon SoulSilver Nuzlocke. And this is Chaozu. Alright. Back to grinding. Because that's all we're ever here to do, isn't it? Just grind. Forever. Hey Purple Martin. Hey VGY. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could both make it. Eat the rock. Consume. Hi, Greater Mia. Welcome to the stream. Someone already liked the video before I even started streaming. That's weird. It's weird to me. You're weird, whoever you are. Hey, Miku. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, just more of this. You know, somebody convinced me to actually stream all the grinding. I don't know why I listened. I mean, occasionally we talk about some interesting stuff, but most of the time it's like, do we really need to do this? Is this really important? I don't think so. I mean, granted, it would probably be a couple weeks before I ended up being able to actually stream again due to how long it's taken to grind, but still. More content, bro? I mean, I suppose so, but I'd like to actually be able to be entertaining for people when I'm doing my streams, and I don't know, grinding just seems so repetitive, it's almost boring. Like, I don't mind doing it on my own time, but when I'm trying to entertain people while also grind, it's a little... sometimes it comes off as a little much. Oh well, it should... With what I have planned today, we're gonna get, hopefully, 2 people up to level 47. And then we'll go on to, our next stream will level up the last person to level 47. And then we should hopefully, the stream after that, be ready to face the Elite Four and Lance. I hope. I really do hope. I got a lot of hope. So I'd like to get this moving. I really would. I don't know, I'm just trying to support. I know. And I appreciate it. And I'm sure there are people who enjoy just, you know, listening to me talk while I grind up for everybody. But, yeah, I just feel it's not all that interesting if I don't have stuff to actually talk about. And I'm always running out of stuff to talk about, or wondering what to talk about, because I can't come up with things unless something reminds me of it, or something like that. And when I usually ask the chat for questions, they usually ask me, oh, what do you think of this game? Never heard of it. What do you think of this show? Never heard of it. Or I've heard of it, but never played it, so I have no thoughts. And it's like, this is not helping. What's your favorite Pokemon? Snorlax. What's your other favorite Pokemon? Wooloo. What's your other favorite Pokemon? Blaziken. And before you ask, Absol. Do you have anything to say about that? No. Absol's fluffy. That's about all I've got to say. Mega Absol specifically. I mean, we just chat about random stuff and it's fun. It is fun. I'm mostly complaining just to give myself something to talk about while I stream, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. I just hate having long silences in my stream, so I'm basically just complaining just to fill up the void. That's all that really is. I'm not really upset about doing anything. It's just I'm trying to think of something to say and talk about, and this is it. It's like, I enjoy doing these streams. I enjoy interacting with you guys. It's fun. I love it. I just hate when I feel like I'm quiet and nothing's being said. So I'm using that feeling as motivation to talk about something. That's fairly fair. It's hard to have topics right as things begin and chatter hasn't picked up much yet. Yeah. Usually it picks up after about a half hour or so. Then people actually are like, oh, he's streaming. Thanks, you're a half hour late. You're all late. Eat the bear. Yeah, sometimes coming up with stuff to talk about is a little difficult, and sometimes I just have to try to find a way to run at the mouth so that I can keep people entertained while doing nothing more than beating on things. I feel targeted. I've been half an hour late so many times. I think every single person who's watched me has been half an hour late so many times. I don't think there's a single person who hasn't been very late in my streams. Or has been in my chat and has not been late at times. Speaking of, hi Devitz Gilbert. 2 more levels. Iron Defense. I don't think that would actually help us any. I mean, yeah, it boosts our defense stat sharply, but our defense is already ridiculous. So it doesn't really help us any? But I don't think Spike is going to be actually that interesting or useful now that I think about it. Like, they barely get any damage. Well, let's just get rid of this. And if we need Iron Defense, we'll have it. Because I'll probably never use Spikes. I mean, it's good for doing a little bit of right-away damage, but I'll probably forget to even use it. So, what's the point? Yeah, I'm a response person, so I don't have much things to bring up, sadly. Yeah, the thing is, I'm a response person as well. That's why these could be kind of difficult for me. I'm better at being part of someone else's conversation rather than being the leader of the conversation. Also looked into things for Elite Four. Koga has a Chaozu. He ain't poison. Come on, Koga. Who do you think you are? You are, Flint? Consume rocks. Really hate how the chat defaults to top chat. Sometimes it pruned out Nevitt's comment and I had to spend a moment wondering if you're just psychic. Wait, really? Huh. I didn't know it did that. Gyro ball. Yeah. You never know, maybe I am psychic. But anyways. Oh, are you a trainer who's gonna challenge us? I could always use that. Okay, apparently Tiffany's Clefairy is having some issues. Before we go in, let's save. That's not the save, that's the options. Hey, Chaotic Warrior. Welcome to the stream. Paul's a psychic. I better get my Pokeball ready. Save that for Sabrina. She's hot. She's hotter than me. You want to use those balls on something good. I did not actually mean it to sound that way, but it did. I mean, so many times you say what I'm currently typing, so I wouldn't be surprised if you were psychic. Huh. There are several times I could have sworn my mother was psychic. She always seemed to know what was going on. I hated it. I'm sorry I missed the last few streams. I just moved into my new place and set up my new computer. Oh, nice! Wanted this to be the first thing I watched on the new computer. Aw, thanks, Gaddock Warrior. I'm honored. Appreciate that. Let's see, what's one thing I can talk about? I suppose there's this experience I had with a friend on Civilization that I could share with you guys. He's probably not in the chat, but I'm gonna type in Discord letting him know that I'm gonna be talking about him for a bit in the chat. Okay. Now he knows. I think that's just mothers. They have a 10th sense that makes them see things. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Mom used to say she had a third eye in the back of her head that was covered by her hair, and when I would look for it, she said it closed. Yeah, that sounds about right. I believe that. But yeah, as for my Civ story, in Civilization 6, I play a lot of that. How many hours have I put into that game? 1 second. 240 hours. That's a lot. Still less than Oxygen Not Included. But yeah, in Civ 6, he and I decided to play a game. He played as, oh, what was he playing? We decided that we were actually going to go in with a plan to win this time, because we had gone in so many times without any plan, and then we would just, you know, quit the stream because it's like, or not stream, game, because like, we're not getting anywhere and we're not really accomplishing anything, so whatever. So this time we're like, okay, this time we're going in with a plan. He decided to go in as Korea to try to go for a science victory, and I went in as France trying to go for a culture victory. Wow, that did a lot more damage than usual. It was crit. But, I can't jump it rocks. Really, my mom tells me a lot of dad jokes. Nice. She always knew when my brother and I would be doing something. Yeah. Let's give you a lemonade. But, yeah, to continue with what I was saying, I don't know how many of you know anything about Civ 6, but basically, you said 240 hours, and I started to go, ha, that's nothing, I've got, and then I realized I only have 92 hours in Civ 6. I feel like I've played it so much more than that, but I guess not. Haha! Honestly, it feels like I've played it more than 240 hours, so... Oxygen Not Included is a lot more. Let me see. I'm going to take a look at Oxygen Not Included right now. 710 hours. There's a reason I put that game on Do Not Play for now. Because I can't anymore. I guess he is psychic because I can't show me rocks yet. Really? What is going on to my chat, it seems? That's weird. But, oh, what was I saying? Yeah, I went in as, going for a culture victory, with, France. So anyways, I'm just, you know, building up my city, trying to get ready to expand my empire in Civ 6. And, oh, my mom's calling me. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Also, hi, Viper Gamer Z. Welcome to the stream. Your mom knows you talked about her. Of course. What's Civ 6? It's Civilization 6. It's a game about building a civilization and trying to dominate the world. Longest I spent on the game is 100 hours in Persona 5, over 90 hours in Final Fantasy 15, over 200 hours in Pokemon Heart Gold, to the point that when I look at it now, I have no idea what the fuck I was doing. Nice. But, yeah. Basically, there was a barbarian camp north of where I had started my first city, and they kept, like, it was pretty close by, like, it was a little ways away, but it was pretty close enough by that they kept sending units down to my city, and I kept bribing them to stop sending units to attack my city. But the problem is that only keeps them from attacking the city. They still attack my other units that were nearby, like any builders I had, any soldiers I had. They would just attack those, and it was like, ugh, leave me alone. So I had a bit of a rough start there. They eventually, because I kept paying them, they eventually became a city-state, which is an option in the Civ 6 game. It's part of one of the DLCs. They became a city-state and ended up me being their suzerain, which, you know, kind of helped me out a little bit. So it kind of worked out. But as I was, you know, starting to get my feet planted back and get going with all the stuff I was doing, I was attacked by Brazil. Like, the civilization of Brazil decided, oh, I'm just gonna send my army at you. And I look, and I have a scout near where their army is, and my scout sees the army, and it's just huge. It's all these horsemen and warriors and archers and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's so many soldiers, and there are vampires. The Brazilian army of vampires was coming down onto my civilization to wipe me out. And I'm like, what the heck? I mean, this is epic as hell, but I really don't know how I'm going to face this. Thankfully, the city-state that, you know, was the barbarians, the city-state that, they ended up sending some of their units down and actually slowed down some of the army. So I was able to build up my own forces in time to intercept them and hold them off. I also got one of the heroes. That's another option in Civ 6, one of the DLC. You can have heroes, and they all have their own special abilities. I had Beowulf, and Beowulf's special ability is basically that you can put him next to a unit, and without attacking, just activate his ability, which basically means any unit that you use this ability on that's right next to him will, if it has less attack than Beowulf does, and Beowulf has, like, ridiculous attack, if they have less attack, that unit is just dead. Like, just dead. They pretty much disintegrate. And I had Beowulf do that to the vampires. Just have him go up next to the vampires, look at the vampires, and they just died. It was great. I loved it. So I was able to wipe out the Brazilian army. I was pushing my army close to their borders, and I'm like, I don't really want to take over their land or anything. I just want them out of my territory and, you know, their army destroyed so that they will vie for peace. So I chase a couple of their units into their territory, and I get to see their cities, because they were in a fog of war. So I get to see their cities. None of them have walls. None of them have walls. And I'm like, oh, you fucked up. So now, instead of leaving their cities alone and just destroying their army, I send all of my units in and just start taking their cities. One after the other. And the only city left was their capital, and that's only because of all the units they had around their capital and the fact that the vampires just kept spawning. The thing about the vampires is they never really die, they just respawn in the capital with, like, one health. So, but yeah, they're it was kind of fun. Let's see, I've yet to beat Persona 5. What the fuck, Brazil? Spoiler, the cup did it. Are you playing Persona 5 Vanilla or Royal Chaotic Warrior Tour? Brazilian vampires. Yes. Vampires? There are vampires in that game? There are, Nevitz Gilbert. They're a unit, and they're actually very useful. Let's see here. Longest I've got listed on Steam is Terraria at 663.5 hours. Yeah, I've played it for a long time. Not that long, but a long while. I recall having over a year of in-game time on RuneScape, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Let's see here. Civ 6 sounds very fun. If you like that kind of game, then it's a lot of fun. I obviously do like that kind of game, and I enjoy playing with my friend, which he also went to war with Brazil and was able to take one of the cities that that Brazil had. Then we pretty much just kept Brazil as one single city for the longest time. And for a while, we were doing fine. Oh, you landed a wild Remoraid. That reminds me, did we ever catch a Remoraid? I know they're available on a route that we could catch them in, but I don't know. I don't think we went fishing in that route. Oh well, we'll look later. Careful, Paul. A game journalist may come across this stream and call you a racist or colonizer by ignoring context. Uh-huh. I was French, I don't care. I was playing as France. But we kept Brazil as just a single city. We had to end the war with them because it just wasn't worth it at that point. My friend ended up expanding his way, I ended up expanding my way, and we just had our two big empires. One empire I ended up running into was the Inca. And they seem perfectly content to not settle anywhere close by to me or try to tell me, oh, I'm going to settle here and then blame you for being so close to me. It's like, you're the one who settled. But yeah, they didn't do any of that. I was actually pretty cool with the Inca. I was actually pretty cool with them. So I was just sitting around, expanding my culture, just building wonders left and right. I just had a shit ton of wonders. And eventually, Brazil decides to suddenly declare war on me again. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And then I find out that not only did he declare war on me, but he also dragged in, what was it? Norway. Norway and Brazil went to war with me and my friend because we were in a military alliance. So by going to war with me, it also went to war with my friend. And then it brought in all of these city-states that all four of us were, or three of us, Brazil didn't have any city-states, but all three of us had suzerainship over. So we're just looking at this and like, I think we just started a world war. Because the majority of the world is now at war with itself. It was great. It was great. And one of the most hilarious thing about it is, Brazil was only one city and was declaring war on, two of the biggest empires. Which was hilarious. But not only that, but Norway was on the complete other side of the continent. Like, he wasn't anywhere close to us. And we're just looking at that like, we have no coastal cities. And Norway's on the other side of the continent. He can't get any of his troops over at us. It was kind of hilarious because it's like, buddy, how are you even in this war? But we eventually ended up, my friend ended up, no, actually I took over Brazil. I was gonna give it to my friend, but you can't trade in capitals with people. Like, once you take a capital, it's yours until someone else conquers it away from you. So I wasn't able to, I was going to give him the capital because neither of us were really going for a domination victory. We were going for science and culture, respectively. He was science, I was culture. But I couldn't give it to him. He eventually took it by going to war with me, with his giant super robots, but that was much, much later in game. And that was only because my culture was growing so fast that he was worried that I was going to win before him. I did, but that's another matter. Another thing, though, was that... another thing about that, though, was... was that sometime after that, the Inca decided to go to war with Jerusalem, which I was suzerain of, and I made a comment to my friend when Inca did that. I'm like, Inca, what are you doing? Why? You were so nice and peaceful. What did the Jews do to make you so angry at them? And my friend just got a huge laugh at that, which, you know, I did too. The funny thing that my friend did, though, when he took the Brazilian capital away from me, is that he reinstated Brazil, because you can do that. He reinstated the Brazilian civilization, so now Brazil was back right at the end of the game, and it's like, you motherfucker. It was fun, though. We both had a really good time. The funny thing, though, is that he's the better Civ player, like he knows what he's doing in Civilization. He has not beaten me in Civ yet. I've beaten him twice. The first time was because, well, it's actually, the first time was his fault. The second time was because we both were actually trying to do something and I actually knew what I was doing that time. But the first time that I beat him, I was going around with my religion, just like converting everything, wiping out religions and whatnot. He had his own religion as well, but I wasn't going near his continent. We were on like a continents map or something like that. I think it was continents, but it might have been islands actually. I don't know. I don't remember. Oh shit. When did Chaozu get that low? Whoops. Ah! I need to pay attention. Stop talking about France and Civ. But, I was giving him a play-by-play. Like, I was telling him, I'm gonna wipe out, Islamic. I'm gonna wipe out, what were they called? The Eastern Orthodoxy. And I was giving him play-by-plays as I was doing it. Like, what cities I was doing it to, how I was doing it, how my missionaries and, I forgot what they're called, apostles were doing. By the way, the religion I had was the great faith of buns and thighs. That's what I named my religion, and I'm like, the word of buns and thighs will spread across the land! But yeah. And then when I ended up, wiping out all religions except for his, but any city that didn't have his religion that he had outside of his initial territory, I converted to mine. And I told him I was doing this. And then when I got the victory screen and he got the losing screen, he's like, "What? What happened? How did this happen? What did you do?" And I'm like, I was spreading my religion. And it's like, "What? What did you do this?" It's like, I was giving you the play-by-play, dude. I told you what I was doing. I told you when and how I was wiping out all these other religions. And I told you what I was doing. It's like, oh, I wasn't listening. Obviously you weren't. Obviously you weren't. And I still give him shit about it today. It's awesome. He's a great guy. Man, you're merciful when someone... I'm gonna read chat now because I haven't been doing that this whole time. Let's see here. Man, you're merciful when someone declares war on me and Civ. I conquer everything besides their last city to make sure I send a message. I mean, I usually do that. Again, Brazil, I conquered everything except their last city. Brazil, don't mess around. Go big or go home. Apparently. Anyone here see the Brazilian Digimon intro? I have not. I'm gonna have to check that out. The longest playtime I have on stream is 13.8 hours in Final Fantasy 14 or 13? Is that 13 or 14? No, 14. It's 14. I don't know why I thought it was 13. Non-online is 140 in Knights of the Old Republic. Oh, damn. Nobody expects the Brazilian Inquisition. Polygo killed Chaozu. Science! What's the matter? Don't you know about science? In Civ 5, I once had a civilization declare war on me while we were on separate continents and they didn't have boats yet. That's happened to me a few times. It's always hilarious. It's like, so you go to war with me. How? How are you doing this? I want an explanation. I got my science degree from the University of Science. France just wanting some culture, man, and Brazilian wouldn't have it. Yes, the French just want you to watch some Jerry Lewis. You reminded me about a clip from Invader Zim where an alien said, "Are we talking about the same juice?" And making it sound like juice. Ah, I see. I get it. Yes, buns and thighs, my new faith. Nobody expects the Tauberpals Inquisition. A friend of mine and I once had a religious war in Civ. The religion of boobs versus the religion of butts. I mean, I like both of those things. I mean, I suppose I lean a little more toward the butts than the boobs, but, you know, I like them both. I'll take any size. Yeah, who won, VGY? That's a good question, Chaotic Warrior. Who won? Who won that religious war? Which was dominant, the boobs or the butts? Science demands it. Oh, wrong number. Damn it, Liz. I'm now picturing the Catholic girl from Angela Anaconda playing Civ. I don't know if she could stand playing Civ, considering how many times you have to go to war with people. She seemed like very much the non-confrontational type. At least what I remember. It's been a long time since I last saw it. Ooh, Magnitude. Oh, didn't do shit. That's right, Chaozu isn't weak to ground. I forget that. I need to know for my friend. I think we ended up with a ceasefire, though my religion of boobs spread pretty far. Nice. One of these days I should just have a... Well, that would actually be pretty bad, because I'm not good at Civ. I'm not actually very good at the game. I just somehow managed to squeak by victories from my friend all those times. Otherwise, I don't do very well in them. But I was thinking maybe I should do like a massive stream from several people in the chat just of Civilization. The peddling was done by St. Peter. That's cheating! That's great. Oh yeah, paralyzed. That means I'm even slower. Fuck you, Onyx. All you did was make me stronger. I would probably die a lot. Yeah, especially to the barbarians. I mean, having barbarians and wiping them out is the only way to get the Sanguine Pact, which is the secret society that grants you vampires. Which, I love having vampires, so, you know, there's that. But yeah, I would love just to have a stream of my friends and I playing Civ sometimes and just having you guys watch as we either completely screw over every other AI or just completely fail. Because right now we're in the middle of a game. I'm completely sucking. I'm playing as the Ottoman Empire, and I'm completely just doing terrible. My friend is Babylon, and he's like ridiculously far in science because of Babylon's ability, but he's having a hard time against Sweden. Sweden's kind of giving him a run for the money. I honestly suck at Civ. I really actually try to win though. Same. Same. For me, a lot of the fun is just seeing how my civilization ends up. Same. I should probably check it out. Now that I have a powerful enough computer. Yeah, the thing about Civ 6 though is that it's best with all of the DLCs. Like, it's okay without them, but it's great with all the DLCs, and unfortunately, it's pretty expensive with all the DLCs and everything. Let me take a quick look here to see if it's on sale. I don't think it is. It was on sale, like, a long while ago. It's not. It's not right now. But if you ever catch it on sale, I highly suggest getting a copy of it, because it is a fun game, if that kind of game is your thing. Again, look up some gameplay, see what the game seems to play like, to get an idea for it, and see if it looks like something that's worth playing to you. Because it's not a game for everyone. There's quite a bit of, like, I think micromanaging is the term for it. Basically, you try to figure out what to do with each city. You have each city build specific things to make the city run more smoothly and everything. And all that kind of stuff. So you can't make your own nation. You can't make a nation that doesn't already exist, that has its own buffs and everything, so no. You can make the nation whatever you want. Like, you could play as Germany, adapt fascism, but have Judaism as your main religion. So you can have Jewish Nazis if you wanted. But yeah, you can make your nation whatever you want, but it... Chaozu, what the fuck? But you can't just make a civilization out of, like, nothing that hasn't already existed. Like, you can have mods. I suppose you can have your own civilization with mods, but other than that, I don't think you can. I don't know. But if I am the barbarian, I would watch it. I don't have all the DLC, so I don't have the weird barbarian stuff, but I have a long history of getting bullied hard by barbarians. Yeah, they do that. Let's see, how is Chaozu's health? Yeah, let's make our way to the exit. Let's see what this is. Anyone remember the time Paul played a bit of Final Fantasy VII and half the playthrough was just him knocking over cones? Yeah, that was good times. Good times. To be fair, cones are hard to avoid in Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's true. Chaozu, come on! Overcome the paralysis! There, thank you. Hit him hard. Hit him harder. Similar game that I played the fuck out of was Endless Legend. Ah, yes! I have also played that. I like Civ a little more, but that is a good game. Would you play a game where you do nothing but knock over cones? Not nothing, but it is fun to knock over cones. Like, I do like it as an extra thing to do in the game. Like, I like a lot of things as, like, side stuff for my games, not, like, just the only content. I suck at strategy. I'm not even good at Pokemon. I very frequently forget that Ghost doesn't affect normal, but I still love strategy games. It's difficult. Yeah, I get it. Jewish Nazis. Huh. I'm already up to 205 miles today. Oh, nice. Or bad. Or... I don't know, whatever you view it as, Miku. The cones keep jumping in the way of Final Fantasy VII. Yep, that's true. I'll only play Civ if it adds Dave the Barbarian. I mean... There is, oh, what's his name? Shit, what was his name? I'm forgetting his name. It's the guy who's, oh, Gilgamesh! There's Gilgamesh. He's kind of a Dave the Barbarian. Not really. He's extremely friendly, but he is just jacked. He's a extremely friendly guy, but he is jacked all the heck out. And he's kind of barbarian-ish. So I'd say he's about as close as Dave the Barbarian that you can get. Yes, I'd buy Civ whether or not I'm into it if they add Dave the Barbarian. You wanted to be a barbarian since you were a kid, but I thought it meant barber combined with librarian. Nice. Conan. Alright, here we go. Chaozu, show me the money. Yeah! 47! We've reached the milestone. Now we can switch you out. With Cutie. How's Cutie's speed? Cutie's got decent speed. Should be able to run away from anything that we don't want to fight. Okay, let's switch your item to the leggy tail. That way you're even slower, and your moves do even more power. But yeah, soon there'll only be Victoria and... Well, no, just Victoria after we're done leveling up Cutie. So, yeah! Cutie got big. Yep! Cutie got big. He's now the cutest boy. With them cute biceps. Check out the pecs! Hoo-ha-hooey! Look at that power. Look at that skill! Cutie, too good. It's our mortal enemies. Chuckles, the silly little pig. Nice. Cute pecs. That defense, though. Yeah, Cutie's defense is ridiculous. Ah! What happened? Let's reload that. Okay. It's okay, we're fine. How long did it take to get the water stone? Not as long as I thought, because apparently I kept winning. Launch, Victoria, and Honey are ridiculously good at the power trial for the Pokathlon. Cutie just looks like he's ready to throw down. But not against Golbat. Golbat's the flying type. Cutie's a fighting type. That's not a good matchup. Oh, dang it. Cutie's biceps crashed. I had that dream again where I beat penguins with a crowcaw mallet. Huh. Cutie is basically a walking wall. Yep. Look at that wall. That wall of muscle. That wall of swole just will not topple. Probably should have used Surf. That's 4 times effective. Oh well, wake up slap again anyway. Wake him up! A fighting type that both hits hard and a wall is great to have. Yep. This is why I wanted the Poliwrath. His stats are redonkulous. It's a cute swole wall. It is. Mr. Trump, tear down this wall. I can't, it's too swole. Graveler going, but I am awake. And level 44. 3 more levels. We're doing good time. Yeah, Civilization is fun. I played a single-player game not too long ago of Civ 6. I decided for the first time to actually play on a true start location Earth map. Basically, you pick a civilization, and where that civilization starts in history on the world, you get put there on the map of the world. Which is interesting when you have both the Ottoman Empire and the Byzantine Empire, because Constantinople and Istanbul are the same city, but they're basically put right next to each other on the map. It's hilarious. I love it. But anyways, I had chosen what were they called? The Cree? I think they were called the Cree. They're basically a Native American tribe. And I started as them, was placed somewhere around Canada. And just had my scouts go around all of the North American continent. Nobody else was there. No other civilizations were there. Like, I had the other civilization, the AI was gonna have, like, random civilizations. But there was no one else there. I'm like, oh. Well, this works. Whoops, I was gonna choose Hypnosis. Chose the wrong one. Oh well. Waterfall. But anyway. Have you caught up with Digimon, Paul? I have not. But, yeah, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, in the North American continent, I just sent my scouts traveling all around. Nobody there. I head down to Central America. There's just one city-state down there. And I go into South America, and I'm like, okay, there's got to be like the Inca or the Brazil or somebody down here, right? Nope. The entire North and South American continents, other than myself, were devoid of any other civilizations. I ended up sending people across the ocean to the Eastern Hemisphere, and all the other civilizations were there. They were all there. I'm like, I have 2 whole continents to myself. What the fuck? Look, our frog is so buff, even a huge fucking bear can't do shit. Exactly. The Kree? Aren't those aliens from Marvel? I think this Kree started with a C. I think it was C-R-E-E. I need to look it up again. The leader's name was Poundmaker. That's the only thing I know, and that's such a funny name, I can't help but love it. So, I don't know. I think it's the Kree. I'm not sure. Why was the Americas abandoned? Or barren? Why were we abandoned? You weren't abandoned.
I was there.
I ended up colonizing all of North America, and I was moving down into South America. And then I realized, this is boring. This is boring without anyone else here. Everything's happening in the Eastern Hemisphere. By the way, I also sent my, scouts and stuff to look in the Eastern Hemisphere. No one was going to Africa. Like, everyone was either in Europe or Asia. No one was in Africa. No one was in Australia. I'm just looking around and I'm like, why is no one else in these places? I'm the first one to discover the city-states in Africa and Australia. And no one else has sent any scouts or anything down this way. It's like, I could easily colonize. Like, I even had a plan to send a settler to the area of South Africa, colonize it, and basically spread everything north through Africa, and then conquer everyone in the Eastern Hemisphere from Africa. I thought, this is interesting. Native Americans colonizing Africa, and then from Africa we conquer the entire world. Like, how interesting of a history is that? I didn't end up doing that, though. I ended up starting a new game with a friend, and just never finished it. The plan is there, and I still have the save file, but I haven't put my plan into action yet, so, yeah. The leader was named Pound Maker. OMG. No, not Pounder Maker, just Pound Maker. Every gal in Constantinople lives in Istanbul, not Constantinople, so if you date in Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. I've heard that song before. Yeah, it's interesting when you have the Ottomans and the Byzantine Empire start in civilization on the true world start, and they're right next to each other. It's just like, hey. We're supposed to be the same city, aren't we? Yep, that's why we're right next to each other. One of us is gonna kill the other, isn't it? Yup! Like, I wasn't very far in the game when I suddenly got a message of, an unmet civilization has been defeated. And I'm like, that was quick! Then I go and search the Eastern Hemisphere, and it's like, oh, Istanbul, and the Byzantines are here. Well, I know what happened to the Ottomans. I heard the song in Tiny Toon Adventure. It's been stuck in my head ever since. Yep. Both Animaniacs and Tiny Toons had a lot of great songs. Real earworms they had. But yeah, Civ 6 is, Civ 6 with all the DLC is a lot of fun, I say while playing Pokemon. So can you poke a Jamaican man in Civilization and make it the first Pokemon? I don't know if Jamaica has a civilization. I don't know if they, I don't know if they're a Civ in Civilization. I don't know if they had ever had an actual empire. I think it's mostly civilizations that had more or less an empire. I think. I'd have to look it up. Then again, what counts as an empire varies from depending on who you talk to. Pokemon is like Civ 6. You're from Johto conquering Kanto. I mean, not untrue. Let's save quick. I don't remember when I last saved. I might have just done it, but I'm kind of playing on autopilot while talking about Civilization. Away, go bat. No one likes you. I need rocks and bears to fight against. Yeah, and Minecraft is like Zelda because they both got swords. I mean, yeah. Sure, why not? Everybody go surfing! Surfing in Johto. Treat this like I treat horror games. Save every 2 minutes and save twice when you do save. I mean, I do that sometimes. Ooh. Oh, what else do I talk about? I got Civ on the brain now. Oh, there was one time I played as the Mayan Empire. And I basically was, didn't have any plan of what to do, was just kind of building up my civilization, doing whatever. Alexander the Great, is on the same continent as I am. And, declares war on me. Or no. Yeah, declares war on me. I raise one of his cities to the ground because I'm like, I wanted this spot, but I don't want it in the exact spot your city is in. So I raised one of his cities to the ground, destroyed his army, put my own city there, and he had issue with me throughout the entire rest of the game, but all the other civilizations were perfectly okay with me. Usually when you do that, everyone else kind of treats you like a warmonger, but everyone else was perfectly okay with me because it's Alexander the Great. Everyone hates Alexander the Great. He's such a dick. So, and then I ended up out of nowhere winning a culture victory. I'm like, okay, this was quick and out of nowhere. All right, I'll take it. But yeah, that was awesome. Let me see here. Some cities like Dragon Quest, they're both video games. No. You don't say. Oh, my internet's a little wonky today. Huh. See, how are we doing leveling up-wise? I just need 2 more. Hopefully the stream can last for 2 more levels. Alexander the Not So Great. Nah, the Mayans kick his ass. The game Outlast messed me up. Used to love horror games. I've heard of Outlast. Never played it myself. Pokemon Johto. Tudo, do, tu, do, tu. Huh? Oh, do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. That's what you're doing. Okay, I get it. Everybody wants to be a master. Everybody wants to show their skills. Everybody wants to get there faster. Make their way to the top of the hill. Each time you try, gotta get just a little bit better. Each step you climb, one more step up the ladder. It's a whole new world we live in. It's a whole new way to see. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude. But you still gotta catch 'em all. Be the best you can be. Yeah, I love that theme. There was one time I played as Mans and I made everything out of chocolate. Nice. I didn't have any chocolate. That's something I found when I tried playing as the Mans. No chocolate. I don't leave the safe room, I just keep saving. Oh man. Get horror games in which you can save willingly every 2 minutes. I got horror games where I'm lucky if I can save every 10 or 20. Ah. Yes, it is one of my favorite intros. That's why everyone started to sing. Do you like Divinity Original Sin? I haven't really played much of it. I played Divinity, like the first and second Divinity, as well as the Dragon Commander game. But I never played Original Sin very much. I have the games, I just don't play them much. I don't know. Could never really get into it for some weird reason. Not sure why. Now that makes sense. I've done that as well. Then saved 3 times in a row. Yeah. Karaoke stream when? I don't know. Couldn't really tell you. I prefer... Oh, I'm unbeatable. Pokemon! Pokemon Advanced Battle. Yeah. Do you remember one of the Diamond and Pearl themes? Nothing can stop you, Diamond and Pearl Pokemon! Like, I don't remember the lyrics, I just remember thinking, wow, this intro's dumb. This is dumb. Since the zombies can't enter the safe rooms in the remakes, I just never leave and make it my home. Oh, by the way, there is a zombies option in Civ 6. You can have zombies in that game. They're kind of just an annoyance, but you can have them if you want. That is the first one, and yes, that is probably the worst Pokemon intros. I have been told as much, and I believe it. Are there werewolves? I have not seen werewolves. There are vampires and there are zombies. That is... And there is also a cult for Cthulhu, but other than that, I'm not really certain about what they got. I have not seen any werewolves. I'll give Pokemon this. The English intros are pretty catchy, unlike the Earsaur that's the Digirap. I like the Digirap, though. I mean, the one from the movie's pretty bad, but the original, like, intro Digimon English intro, I have a lot of nostalgia for. Wake up! But you just put me to sleep! Wake up anyway! And die! I woke you up just to put you to sleep permanently. Cthulhu cult? I'm sold. Is there a spaghetti monster? I don't believe so. Not to my knowledge. But yes, you can have a Cthulhu cult. If you want to hear a bad rap, listen to the one for Super Mario Bros. Super Show. Oh man, that's classic awful. Yeah, for some reason, I think it's because it's windy outside, but for some reason my internet connection's kind of iffy right now. Huh. I mean, it's still connected and still going, which is good, but the connection isn't a solid stream. I keep getting a YouTube not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming, so I apologize if it seems like the stream is getting a little iffy. Not much I can do about it. Too windy outside. Super Mario Bros. Super Show is like the Zelda cartoon, is great to drink to. Don't die to that. It's not worth your death. Don't give it the satisfaction of your end. I woke you just to let you feel the life drain from your body. Exactly. Flood the cave. Jeez, I knew Cutie would get a lot stronger when he evolved, but damn, he is just honky. Hunky, not honky. I should get my words right. He's Tonka. That's tough. That's Tonka. Man, looking at the prices for DLC of Civ 6, I always forget how massive it is. Like, each of the main 3 DLCs are worth half as much as the game itself. Yep. Yep. But they have a ton of content. They add, like, a whole game's worth of content to the games, so that's not a bad deal. At least not in my opinion. It did take me a while to afford buying everything for the DLC, though. And then there was one day where everything was, like, buying the entire package was, like, under $20 or something. And it's like, really? I wait this long. I played the game for this long. And then you sell it for this. How dare you? I'm going to make linguini out of you. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sync is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others. You'll be hooked on the brothers. Oh my gosh. Seriously, Frontier and Data Squad have pretty good English intros. Yeah, they're pretty nice. I kind of wish they were longer. So you can get the Platinum Edition with everything for $120. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the cheapest way to get everything. Without waiting for a sale. I'd say wait for the summer sale. Or the fall sale, one or the other. That's it for you. Civ 5, I ended up buying the full game a second time because it was on sale. So cheap to buy the bundle that it was cheaper to buy that than the DLC separately. Oh man. I mean, I believe it. But oh man. Good show to watch with friends if you're looking for a good time. I mean, yeah. Okay, one more level, cutie. Oh, Jamie. What's up, Jamie? There's nothing. You are nothing, Jamie. Damn it, Jamie. Side note, I noticed the last time I played Civ 6 was May 4th last year. One day off from being a year ago. Oh, man. You're falling behind, VGY. Woo! Go, cutie. You're dead to me, Jamie. Yes, can't show me rocks. He is. Now wake up! Wake up and die. Tomorrow's Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. computer crashes when I play a lot of games now. I doubt it'll make it through a game of Civ 6 without exploding at this point. Oh man. Sorry to hear that, dude. Sorry to hear that, friend. I also stress the 1943 Bat cereals. Huh. Is that the one with Adam West? Or was that after that? Oh, I don't think that his stuff was in the 40s, so probably not. No, he's not that old. So it couldn't have been the ones with Adam West. I'll have to check them out sometime. I think Adam West was in the 60s. Yeah, that sounds more accurate. Lewis Wilson is the first on-screen Batman. Ah. Can't hear Adam West without my brain trying to autofill Lapdog. Yeah. Same. I've put 82 hours into this game. That is too long. That doesn't sound accurate. I mean, I know I grinded a bit off stream. I must have just had it running for a long period of time a few times. I don't think I was playing the whole time. Always wanted to try out the Nintendo cereal system. Too bad it was discontinued like 30 years ago. Yeah. His Batcave was a wooden desk with rubber bats on strings flying around. Yeah, that's how a lot of stuff from the 60s were like. The 60s and 70s. Oh no, the 40s. The 40s were like that. As well as the 60s and 70s. There wasn't a lot of advancement. There was not a lot of advancement in those years. When it comes to movies, I guess. I don't know. '60s Batman had Yzma as Catwoman. Nice. It's so funny, the guy that got to play Robin was a small white boy, but his stunt double was a giant of a man, quite possibly Hispanic. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Oh man. That sounds hilarious. Sometimes I wish I had been around during the 80s to watch the rise of video games since the beginning. I kind of been watching the rise of video games. I showed up right at the end of the 80s and just kind of watched from the NES era, or rather the Atari and NES era, and just watched the rise from there. Because we had an Atari system. Let's see, how much more do you need to level up? Just 2,900. Just a few more battles. Imagine grinding in an RPG. I know, Highly and Undead. Can you imagine it?
Can you imagine?
Yeah, welcome to the stream, Highly and Undead. I've just got a little ways left to go to level up Cutie before he's level 47. Then we'll end this stream and spend the next stream leveling up Victoria. Paul, Atari stream when? I have to figure out how to put my Atari system and hook it up to everything. I also have to get new controllers because the controllers are broken. But I do have the Atari system. My parents dug it out of their closet and was like, okay, so does anyone actually want these? And I'm just like, yes. Are you actually going to play them? I don't know. That's not the point. The point is I'm a collector of video games. And this is video games. But yeah, I haven't even checked what games there are. I just have the box full of them. The Atari and the NES. I have all of those. You captured their stunt doubles. Nice. That sounds like it's an awesome night. I watched the Rays from afar for a long time until I got my cousin N64. Then it was downhill from there. For me, I mean. I've been playing Dragon Quest 1 and Final Fantasy 1 on my NES lately. Ah, nice. Getting close, Paul. I am, Egypt Princess. I am. Sorry if you guys just joined the stream and we're getting close to ending it, but I guess that's what happens sometimes. Especially when I tend to have inconsistent stream times. I say 4 o'clock, but sometimes I don't get to it till 5. This time I got a little after 4, so that was good, but yeah. Yeah, after Cutie's fully leveled up, then we just have Victoria. We'll spend the entire next stream grinding her up. And then hopefully the stream after that, it's league time, baby. Going to the big leagues. Really? You own an Atari? I do. It was an awesome night with my friends. I haven't watched it or seen them in years, but I will always treasure that memory. Oh, nice. Box? Please, I have a box. 4 shelves and 4 drawers in a filing cabinet full of games. I mean, if you're talking about Atari, then yeah, you definitely got me beat. If you're talking about just games in general, I have quite a bit. Though I've seen people with much, much more than myself. But I do have quite a bit of games. A couple shelves and some boxes that will probably never be opened again because those games suck. But I have a couple shelves and some boxes. Then you check in, it's just copies of E.T. and Atari porn games. I don't know if Atari had porn games. I mean, I'm not saying they didn't, but I don't think they did. I've been thinking about a certain motivated character recently from a particular stylish series. Oh. Really? Recently found an old SNES in my basement while I was packing to move. I don't have any good games for it right now, but soon that will change. I know a store in Fargo, North Dakota that has a lot of old classic Nintendo games for decent prices, so I mean, the more popular ones are the most expensive ones for obvious reasons, but yeah, they got a lot of games. I still can't believe I got a Japanese copy of Chrono Trigger for $20. Oh, wow. Need to buy another DVD stand for my movies and games. Same. Sadly, same. I was not able to collect video games like I wanted to for many years in my parents' attempts to get me to stop playing them. Sorry, I did have porn games like Custer's Revenge and Beat 'em and Eat 'em. Really? There's an angry video game nerd episode dedicated to them. Wow. Huh. I did not know about that. Pokemon, but we are 200% motivated. Apparently. I'm now going to North Dakota. To hell with work tomorrow. Alright, so other than Victoria, everyone is at decent level. So, Victoria has Dig, but I've been thinking of teaching her Earthquake instead of Dig. Maybe getting rid of Double Kick. Like, Dig is nice, Earthquake is a lot better, and will be a lot easier to grind with. I don't know, what do you guys think? I mean, I hate using up Dig and Earthquake on one Pokemon, but we're heading to the Elite Four, and Earthquake's way too good not to have. So, what do you guys think of Earthquake being taught to Victoria? Should I have Dig and Earthquake, or just Earthquake and all the others? Like, Double Kick doesn't do that much in damage, but I don't know. Like, our special attack isn't great, but I don't think Earthquake is special attack anyways. I think it's regular attack, so we should be okay. We should be okay with that. Double Kick really won't cover what Earthquake can do. Yeah. It gives you iframes for dodging. What video game character resonates with you the most? I'm not sure. I can tell what Digimon character resonates with me the most. His name is Joe. Replace Dig with Earthquake. Double Kick. Double Kick served its purpose, honestly. Earthquake is a physical move. I'd say both Dig gives you a chance to dodge, and Earthquake is just strong. I don't see her using Double Kick anymore. Yeah. I mean, it's a fighting type move, but honestly, anything that Double Kick would work on in Karen's team would be taken out by Earthquake anyway, so I think that's a good call. Having both Dig and Earthquake probably be good. Joe was all of us back in the day. He's the daddy of the group. He's my favorite. Yeah, I just remember being a tall, glasses-wearing kid who was kind of smart but also kind of dumb and was always trying to be responsible. So Joe really resonated with me. He still resonates with me. What am I talking about? I'm still fucking Joe. I'm still the average Joe. Yeah, Double Kick is only 30 power. There's a weak fighting type move, and Karen only has one pure dark type Pokemon. Yeah. I was more like Izzy. Oh man, I wish I was like Izzy. Izzy was cool. Izzy was my favorite of the bunch. Like, I resonated with Joe a lot, but Izzy was definitely my favorite. The daddy of the group, you know him well. He's finally back to kick some tail. Oh man. Earthquake is my favorite gun type move. I think it's a lot of people's favorite move. Simply because of how broken it used to be, and it still kind of is. Talking about Atari convinced me to get out of my old GameCube and hook it up. Now I need to actually pick which Zelda game I'll play on it. Probably Wind Waker. Good choice. Good choice. Tiffany, what do you want? Oh, now she's calling her sis about a Clefairy. Oh, wrong one again. Alright. Finish reading the chat and then we'll end the stream here. I had no people skills. Yeah. I only seen the first series of Digimon in the first movie. I still find it funny Tai sent the monster to fight while Joe jumped on the back of a rampaging Digimon himself because that's his first instinct. I mean, Tai did try to jump in a few times himself, so I give him a little credit for that. I think the first Digimon movie, the animation was great and it had Smash Mouth. 100 power with 100 accuracy? Easy pick. Play Wind Waker for us who can't. Tiffany, you're stealing my friends, Paul. I know it, Tiffany. Oh no. I prefer to watch the first movie in Japanese, you know, because it's actually 3 different films. It is, but I still enjoyed a lot of the music that they have. Still kind of sad I don't have Pokemon Coliseum anymore, though all I kept on GameCube were Zelda games. Ah. I still have all of my GameCube games, and a few of my brothers. Over it would be like 150 power and 100 accuracy. Yeah. So Digimon is like Shrek, both have Smash Mouth. Yes, exactly. Recently tried Twilight Princess after not having it for years, and man, I just don't enjoy it like much at all, and that kind of saddens me because it's the only game I didn't really like. Oh man. Only Zelda game I don't really like, I mean, everyone has their preferences. But anyway, I think I'm gonna call it here, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on my stream today. We only have Victoria left to level up. Our little queen here will definitely be an asset for us. How about you, Victoria? Yeah, she's ready. She's ready to go. She's ready. But anyway. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I'll probably be streaming tomorrow again around 4 o'clock-ish, maybe. So I'll catch you all later. Thank you very much for joining. Like I said before, I don't know how to end streams. But yeah, we're getting close. Soon. Alright, later guys. Love you.